Hello, everybody. I was trying to get my y'all know what I messed up already. I was trying to get my screen to share, but unfortunately, that's not what's up. So I'm just gonna jump right into this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Tess, thanks so much. Country Thug, Belinda, Huggy Pacino certified. Omega, JJ, hey, thank you so much for coming in. Sexy ass grandma, Belinda, bad and bougie. Um, you hear you barbecuing, girl? Save me some of that. I want some barbecue. Him, Shantae. Thank everybody for coming in. Um, I want to start off by saying this. Hey, Push Soldier. I want to start off by saying this. Now, I have or had every intention, Monica, on snatching you out the same corner your little drunk wrenches in and dragging your ass up under a bridge, beat you up against the rocks and drag your ass in the river, right? I plan on doing all that. I wanted to drag you because I felt so disrespected this morning. I heard you in real time. And yeah, I was up because I had things to do today. And I asked you at least twice to please not mention you. I'm sorry, mention me on your platform for any reason. And the reason that I asked that of you is because I don't speak about you. I don't speak about anybody unless it's something like that's it, that's all. So in listening to your video, I heard the questions that you had. Well, at least one of them that I can remember or, I'll even care to answer. And for some reason, you did recall my being on your panel a couple of years ago. That's an absolute fact. But the funny thing about it is, you seem not to recall why I was there. Well, I was there because, again, you were in my business. You see? You didn't remember because it really had nothing to do with you, darling. So tonight, my attempt is to be the elder that I am. I'm going to speak to you, Monica, in the way that I would want to be spoken to. This live is meant with no disrespect, but I will say a couple of things to you. One second. Okay, can everybody hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me clearly now. I'm sorry, I was not looking at the chat. I was just simply sitting here saying what was on my mind. Let me know if I'm still muffled. Okay. Thank you so much. I apologize for that. Let me start over. I said a whole lot. Y'all didn't hear none of that shit. None of that shit. Um, I just wanted to say this. Like I said in the beginning, I don't know if you heard me. I had intentions on coming in here. I mean, coming out here this evening, and this is to you, Monica. Since we're name dropping and name calling and everything like that, I had every intention, as I said before, on snatching your ass out the same corner your little drunk wrench is in. Yeah. See, I was going to snatch you out of there and drag your ass up under a bridge, beat your ass up under the rocks and drown you in the creek. That was my total intention. This morning at 6:15, 6:30 Cali time, as I'm getting up, getting prepared to do what I need to do, I'm listening in to see if you were going to be the woman and respect me as I asked you to do. And I was very disappointed for you to then again turn around and say anything about me in any capacity. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here tonight is probably not what you expect me to do. Okay. I am your elder, and I recognize that. So, my intent tonight, Monica, is to just speak to you. I did hear the questions that you had, and I'm going to answer a couple of them. And I would appreciate if you would answer mine also, because I see that you skipped all around the question where I asked on my community wall, when have I ever spoke on you? And I asked you to please be an adult and to please leave me alone, right? So I heard you say on your in your live that you recall me coming on your panel a couple of years ago. Well, yes, ma'am, you did. I was on your panel. You remember why? Well, the reason you don't remember was because, again, it wasn't your business. It was my business that you had jumped into. Let me refresh your memory a little bit, Monica. We share a mutual friend. And at that time, some pictures had been sent to my phone of this friend that I did not ask for, with an explanation of why they were sent to me. I never thought anything about it. When I finally got a chance to speak to our mutual friend, Monica, keyword our mutual friend, the conversation came up and my understanding that the information that was given to me that I did not ask for was not only wrong, but it was despicable, right? I was very upset about it. That was something cruel done to my friend. She decided to speak on it, which was her right. Now, how you got into it, I really don't know. But what I do know is that you A, either put my name in the title, or B, you asked someone to come and get me. I had never been to your page, ma'am. You are correct in that. But once again, I was only there in that instance because you were in my business. I did not know you. I only knew that you were trying to run for president and you lost. That's the only thing I've ever known about you. I was not one to frequent your chat, and you totally understand this, right? So when I came up on the panel, you had questions. You wanted to dig deeper. I understand. Listen, I didn't have an issue with it, really per se, because I had nothing to hide. She's my friend too, and I was standing up for her. Okay? But again, you were in something that had nothing to do with you. I let that go. I let that ride, right? And now, all these years later, you're up on the panel again with one of my friends, Lovely. And you guys are in conversation. She's explaining a situation, and you stop her in mid sentence and ask her if it's true. Now, the it you were referring to was whether there was a rumor about me going to meet up with someone and having sex with them. I'm an adult. I can say this shit. And here's my thing. That was back in 2019. I don't understand why in 2022 you would sit up in your seat and twist in your chair the way that you did. And I still have the video. Like you were going to get some juicy tea as you asked her this question. My question is, you knew who she was talking about. Why don't you ask me about my shit? You sit over there, Monica, and you tell people, if you want to know about me, come ask me. No one can tell you nothing more about me than me. But you don't show people the same respect. I, as an adult, ask you to please don't mention me in any kind of way. I should not be your commentary, darling, because you do not want to be mine. I guarantee you. Do you understand? Girl, I do stories over here. I will run down all your stuff. I will get dates to see exactly where you were when certain shit was going on. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that. I'm not into that stuff. But understand, I can get just as gritty as the rest of them. I'm trying to speak to you as an adult and let you understand what my grievance is with you. Just a couple of days ago, you had Miss Deb on your panel. And I would like to say this, Mrs. Deb, this is from Mrs. Indy to you. I extend a rose to you, and I appreciate you being so respectful on Monica's panel that day because I did hear you. You were trying to keep my name out of it. Monica was messy and says, oh, Miss Indy, Miss Indy, Miss Indy, we put names on it. You know, I do want you to know that I did see that, recognize, and acknowledge that. And I just want to say for that, thank you. Monica, you were being messy even in that instance. So I've just named 3 times over the years, mind you, over the years from the first instance I gave. So you, ma'am, and I've never addressed you, Monica. The first time I've addressed you was in the dog walk 2022 when I called you the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper, that's what I call her. You leave that hole in your house, death will follow. One minute they here, next minute they gone. This bitch go live. New Louis Vuitton. Yeah, that was for you. And I left it alone. I didn't say anything else, right? You still want to come out here and mention me. So what I'm going to do while I'm sitting here talking and stuff, I am going to drop the link to see if you would like to come in and have a conversation and explain to the people. Wait just a minute. Well, actually, fuck them, and that's no shade to y'all, but explain to me Explain to me why you have such a problem with keeping my name in your content in your mouth. My understanding is also while you're asking everybody else about me, you had the opportunity to ask the other partner, right? How many times were you on the panel with that man? Did you ever ask him about his business? No, because you know it's not your business. The people that you should be asking, you're not, but you sit over there and you act like people owe you something, and nobody owes you a goddamn thing. And I am not the one that you want the smoke with, Monica. Everybody, everyone within an earshot of my voice hears me asking you as a woman and as an adult to please keep me out of your commentary. Okay? Whatever went on in 2019, it wasn't your business then, and it's not your goddamn business now. You are another one that appears to have way too much going on in your life to be worrying about what I did when I did it. When I did what I did, guess where my kids were at, Monica? They were all in their own homes, minding their own goddamn business, adults. Where were your kids at when you was running around chasing Chico? You know, we can really get deep into this. You know, because when you don't give a child the attention they need, you know, certain things happen sometimes. You understand what I'm saying, Monica? Darling, don't come for me. And if you say my name again, I'm going to feel like you're coming for me. And that's not what you want. This is not a threat, but I'm telling you, it's going to show the world of YouTube that A, you're dumb. B, you're stupid. C, you don't give a fuck about nobody dragging your ass, because that's exactly what's going to happen. I've came up here respectfully. Respectfully. Too many times we as women get up here and show our asses. Yeah, I've been a part of that too. I'm trying to do something different, Monica. And I'm trying to let you know I do not appreciate you mentioning me. And let me tell you this. I think the biggest thing that bothers me is this. I can understand someone mentioning me, anybody that I've had a history with, no matter the type of history, friends, whatever the fuck. And if we fall out, they still want to talk about it or throw a little shot. You know, I don't care about that, right? But I feel a certain kind of way when a person is speaking on me that I don't even know. I went through this before. I went through it before. I don't. It just, you know, when I don't know a person, I really don't know how to respond when they're just, I feel, attacking me. That's what I feel. And I feel that way because I don't know you. And when you back up a bear into a corner, you're going to get what you're going to get. So you can take this as a warning. You can take this however you want to take it. But I'm asking you as a woman that I do not know you. I do not support your page. Okay? None of that. I'm watching now to see if you would be an adult. You know what? And it's like you don't understand. It's like you're dumb. But like I said, I didn't come up here to curse you out because I said I wouldn't. But make no mistake about it. I'm single, right? When that audio dropped, girl, of you talking about what was going on in your heyday, that was despicable. Now you're running around trying to get URLs to the video so that you can have it take it down. like you're ashamed of your words or something, right? I understand that. We do a lot of things on here that we're not proud of. I've done the same thing. And what you keep bringing up is something that I'm not proud of. You see, I don't sit over here and talk about that. I never have. I addressed it when it needed to be addressed years ago, and I left it there. Any question that you may have about that is still on my page. I haven't taken down anything ever. There is no need for you to go around behind my back and ask anybody about my vagina. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And speaking of vaginas, the mere fact that you didn't even understand what your chat was talking about when they were talking about pineapples, that lets me know about your snatch anyway. You know what? I said that. I said that. I before I start up, give me 30 seconds. Okay, we back. Almost, I had to reel myself back in, but like I said, Monica, this is not, this video was not necessarily meant to dish you, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I'm not anybody that you go live and say that I said this and that and this and that and that and this about you. You cannot put me in the category that you try to put other people in. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know history behind stuff. Okay. And I'm not trying to. People who know me know I generally stay in my own lane until I'm spoken to. Even then, I don't speak on stuff the first time I hear it. Why? Because I'm an adult. And this is truly my attempt tonight to let you know how we should behave out here. And when a woman is coming to you as a woman, asking you to please not speak on her, a woman who you have no history with, a woman who you have never had any beef with, when that type of woman comes to you and asks you to please not speak on her or any situation, you should be woman enough, mother enough to say, you know what? She's right. Let me redirect this stuff. And if you don't do that, when I come back, I'm going to drop the link to my Miss Indie Talks Egypt page. And I'm going to go over there and drag the soul out of you, because I have already warned you. And you can take it the way that you want to. I have no beef with you, Monica, even now. But if you keep talking about stuff and keep bringing my name up, I'm going to dissect every part of your life. Everything that you said out your mouth, how you sitting up there sharing pads, panties, bras, and cars. Are you out your fucking mind? Do you know how long I can speak on just that? Just that alone. Is it that you're trying to get beef with me? I'm not going to beef with you, but I do have one dragon for you in my back pocket that I will take over to my other page, and I will leave it at that. You will not get numbers off me. I will not allow you or anybody else to turn my page into something that it is fucking not. You are the one that don't have anything to speak about. Well, actually, you have a whole lot, but you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about dumb shit and other people's stuff. That's what you do on your platform. And guess what, Monica? I never spoke on it. You know why? Because it's not my business, right? So I want you to understand what I'm telling you. When you speak on me again, Monica, I will take that disrespect. I know we're from two sides of opposite sides of the world. People take things differently. So I want you to understand. And I don't want anybody to be talking about, oh, Miss Indy, no. Oh, I'm not going to care. You understand? Nothing will be off limits, as I said. And I will have every right to. You get it? Hold on one second. I'm going to decide on whether I'm going to speak on something else. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, did I ever drop the link? Let me see. And let me go over here. I want to drop this link because if you are here and would like to come up and have a conversation, I'm most definitely open to that. I would like to know, why are you so concerned about something that happened so many years ago? I mean, I really would like to know that. I'm stumped because see, I don't care what's going on. Let me give you a little heads up on something, Monica. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there because I said I wasn't. I'm going to keep this as clean as I can. Like I said, the link is in the chat for Monica or anyone else that may want to come up and you may have something to say. Um, the panel is open. I'm not going to be up here for too much longer. So, Monica, you are invited to the panel. I would hope that you would be an adult and come over and talk about everything that you need to ask me because I do not have a problem answering you. Okay? Don't go to anybody else and ask them anything about me. And I'm asking you that. All right? And again, please keep me out of your commentary. There's no reason for you to be bringing me up. I don't need you saying my name on your platform. Your people are not people that I deal with. Those are not my subscribers. I don't need you saying my name and people coming over here that I don't deal with. You understand what I'm saying? I do things differently over here. I don't do what you do on your platform. I don't fuck with people. I don't fuck with people, Monica. So a lot of people will probably be shocked at this next live that I may be doing, and I'm not going to regret it because I came up here as a woman and I'm asking you to please leave me alone. And if you do have a question, you're welcome to come over here tonight and get it off your chest. I'm going to go to the chat for a little bit with that being said. Hello, Lady D. Thanks so much for coming in. Nunya, Belinda, hey. And then, I said I wasn't going to speak on this, and I'm not really finna speak on it, but I'm finna speak on it. How the fuck, Monica? I mean, listen, look, hey, how do you allow somebody to sell your car to go get them a car, and now you sharing a car? Like, didn't you have like kids and shit? Because weren't you walking in the subway holding both of them in both your arms and all this knight in shining armor and all this stuff? I'm just asking, what mother does? It those would be the type questions like I would have like if I had to go live again. I mean, you kind of get where I'm going with this because you said a whole lot, and these were your words. These were your words. You did what a lot of people did. Hi, Callie, came in the beginning and just started running your mouth. Didn't think things would ever get this way, the way that it is in 2022. And somebody recorded your ass. Somebody been had your ass. And you never thought that would come out. That's why you sit over there on your high horse and you feel like you can say what you want to say to people, see, and ain't nobody going to say shit back to your ass. But I'm that bitch that's going to motherfucking hand it. Do you know I've been fucking muted all this fucking time? I am so mad right now. I don't even know. Girl, girl. Well, you know what? I take that as a sign because I said I wasn't gonna say a couple of things that I. Oh, you did? Oh, I wasn't. I don't know what's going on with this computer then. So anyway, it's all good. I said what I said. I dropped. Okay, well then, good, because I meant what I said, but I felt myself getting ready to go off the rail again. Because the more I think about it, I take this differently. I guess maybe a little bit. I really feel disrespected, and the reason, like I said, I feel disrespected is because I don't have history with her. There's never been any beef. I can ignore someone that I've had beef with. I've said what they said. I said, they say what they said. If they want to keep talking, let the motherfuckers talk. I don't care about that. But for someone to constantly keep saying your name after you ask them to stop, I think it's kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird. So anyway, I've dropped the link. Let me see. I don't see nobody over here. Monica seems to be unavailable. And so I'm gonna drop this link. Well, now this link is for anybody, and I'm gonna get out of here. It's 6:30 in the next 5 minutes. Because I really don't have too much to say. This was not alive to be, dragging you, Monica. But I wanted you to understand my position. I've given you 3 different instances on when you were in my business and or something involving me and stuck your nose in it. See. You can't find an instance where I'm questioning anything, like why that boy did the same fucking stupid ass shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, where were you at? Like, were you somewhere worshiping Chico? Like, I heard you say, oh, if he were here, I'd be reading a book with him. We'd be snuggled up. Nothing about your kids. Nothing involving them. So I have a slight feeling that they, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna say shit. I'm gonna shut my motherfucking ass up. Y'all hit this link if you want to. If not, I'm finna be out. Give me 30 seconds. I almost went. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna hold nobody any longer. Obviously and apparently she's not going to come, and that's totally fine. And for the record, Monica, yes, I did say I heard you live in real time, which I did. There was no reason for me to hit your link. I had things to do today, so I want you to know that's why. Well, you know what? Even if I didn't have anything to do, I probably wouldn't have hit your link. I'm tired of hitting your link to discuss my business. That's the whole point of this. Get your ass some content, okay? See, don't let it have anything to do with me. That's the only thing that I'm asking of you, because I will come out here with the tough questions. Do you understand what I'm telling you? All right. With that being said, thank you, Callie is beautiful, for coming in. Free Bird, everybody, Belinda, Terry, the Joker, everybody, sexy ass grandma, I saw you in here earlier. Let me go back through here. I got 2 more minutes. Foot Soldier. And I hope y'all deleted this comment from Matthew. I still see it on my thing, but that doesn't mean that is there. So anyway, oh, we have somebody. Hold on. Hold on. Just a minute. Cause see, I've been watching shit. I know to put my screen up. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. Why this shit ain't working? Okay, wait. Hold on. If that's really you, cause I got to say, like if you come up here with that bullshit, I'm gonna knock your ass off. Is that you?
Yes, me.
Okay. How you doing, darling?
I am fine. I am fine. And I
So
just
good
came
to
up.
see you and hear from you. So good, so good. I haven't seen you in a while. I just recently saw you in a couple of chats, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you, darling. So good to see you.
Yes, I haven't been on here much. When I came back, it wasn't a pleasant thing, but I didn't come
Hmm.
up here to stay long. I just want to, offer you some kind of consolence because I don't believe everything that she's saying is all about you because she's talking about me too.
Hmm.
And
Well, she called me by name. You
okay.
know, and like to give an example, when Mrs. Deborah got up, she was saying exactly what she needed to say without saying my name. I mean, most people have this. I mean, the story's been told for almost 3 years. Everybody know the players. Everybody know all the characters involved. So when Miss Deb was like, that lady over there, or the other lady, whatever she said, I personally wasn't offended, and I'm the one who she was talking about. But Monica decided to step in and Miss Indy, we put names on it. We put the name on it. And I'm like, well, damn, bitch. So they're like, for me, that's being messy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right. But I just wanted to, just offer you some comfort because I know you're not, out there like that. And I made a video on her and I took it down for the same reason you just said, in your video saying that you didn't know her. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't, just leave it at that and stop. That's the
Mm-hmm.
same way I feel. And I never even watched her, but she's looking for my URL for the video that I did and took down. But
Oh, okay. So let me. I didn't get a chance to see your what video is that? What were you showing in that video?
I was just I took a clip of what she was saying about me and I was narrating it as it was playing along, and
Mm-hmm.
she wanted my URL because she said that I had her content on my channel, but you
Mm-hmm.
was talking about me.
Right. Right.
But I
Right.
took it down because I'm not afraid of, this channel means nothing to me. If it's gone to tomorrow, is nothing. But I took
Mm-hmm.
it down because I don't know anything about her. And so I know she don't know anything about me to the capacity
Right.
where she can speak like she's speaking. So I just left it alone. And I hope she hear this as a warning to just shut up because you don't know me. Now, I'm sure a lot of people on the YouTube streets know when you talk about Lady D or do anything to Lady D is coming. But I'm tired of that. So I ask any and everybody that have anything to talk about me about this leave me alone. You don't like me, you have the right not to like me because there's a lot of people that I do not like. But I'm not talking about anyone, I'm gonna say anymore.
Okay.
And that's all, but I love you, Miss Cindy.
Oh, I love you too. And like I said, it's so good. It's so good seeing you. Like I said, I haven't seen you around, so I'm glad that you're okay and in good health, sweetheart. And thank you so much. I'm okay. Like I said, I'm not affected. I've had a fantastic day. I've had a fantastic week. I was bothered by it, this morning, but by the time my day went on, I thought about it, and I've heard people in the past, look at the elders. You guys supposed to be elders, and I can't. A lot of the time sit back, all I can do is shake my head because they're absolutely right. Now, they're not talking about me per se because I'm not in it, but it does, they're absolutely right. So my attempt is not to come out here and be perfect, but at least try to be an adult and an elder. Let her know what my issue is. See if we can resolve this, which should be quite simple. Just do what I do and just don't speak on me and I won't speak on you. Simple as
Right.
that. especially if there's no history, there's no bad blood, there's no bad juju, nothing. So I don't understand why these women continue, to either throw subliminals or outright call me out by name, people who I have never spoken to a day in my life. It's some type of
Right.
infatuation.
And you're absolutely right, because I'm an elder as myself, and I understand that everything does not deserve a response or even attention to. But my thing is, if you do something, excuse me, it's like a smack in my face. When I ignore it, and you see that I haven't ignored it, then you come punch me in my face. I may ignore that too. Then you come shoot me. So what I'm trying to say is that absence of saying something sometimes is consent to some people. So I've learned in my days that if you nip something in the bud right then and there, it has no room to fester. Now it may fester because of that individual person, but at least they know that you not playing with them.
Hmm. Hmm. Right. And I was speaking to someone earlier, and it's like, I don't know why she continues. I mean, I can't, I'm not in her head. So I'm thinking, does she think that like I won't come out here and like address her? Does she feel like I don't have a voice? Does she,
Hmm.
or she doesn't care? And if it's the latter, meaning the third, well then I'm gonna have to come out here like I don't care.
Hmm.
That's not, it's just, but it's all ridiculous. When an adult asks you to do something, you know, and they're obviously affected by it, you should be
Hmm.
the adult and just go ahead and do that.
Right, right. And it's so many, slick shots and different things are being said in chats. Like I said once before, I don't believe it's mostly the channel holders that keep bone carrying. It's some of the people that's in the chats. And now they may
Mhm.
be in the chat saying this, that, and the other. And that channel holder may glance down and see it and get their fire started and just go off. But all I gotta say, as if you allow me to, that I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't like me. But all I ask is you can keep that to yourself. Don't come at me, don't talk to me, just keep on not liking me if that's what you want to do. Or either get to know me. Because when you or anyone says something bad about a person, you automatically believe it because you like that person that said
Mhm.
it, or you
Mhm.
dislike the person already that's being said about. It's time to start getting to know each other. If you're gonna be around each other for this many years, it's time to start to get to know them, or either just leave them alone.
Right. And after, a lot of time has passed since most of us have came on till now, the year 2020. And whatever people were trying to hide when they came in here, I doubt if they're able to hide it now. I mean, you just can't keep a lie going. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what you see, if you want to know a horse, I keep saying it, look at the track record. Just look at the
Mm-hmm.
track record. That's all that you have to do, and use discernment.
Yes,
I'm not saying
yes.
that, we don't like, entertainment. Is sad when it really like affects people's actual lives. I agree with that. I
Mm-hmm.
agree with that. But hey, I mean, if it's out here, as they say, I guess it's talked about. But when it's so, I mean, stuff 3 4 years old, and when you're asked directly, I just, maybe I'm old, but I've never known of a man or woman not respect another adult's wishes, especially one, as I keep saying, they've never had any qualms with, no any problems. It's like
Mm-hmm.
they want to make it a problem. So then my thinking is, why would she want a problem with me? So that's
Yeah,
kind of where, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's kind of where I am with it.
yeah. I totally agree and I understand. And again, I'm sorry that you have to go through it. And
Mhm.
hey, but at the end of the day, the persons that's sorry is the ones that's keeping up the mess.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. And you're absolutely right. It's not always the channel holder. It's the people, but again, we all have decisions on what we decide to respond to, what's worth it, what type of channel you have. So all that stuff comes into play. I'm not the type person that's going to jump up here and hit a live button and just start screaming at the top of my lungs every time somebody says my name. If I keep hearing it like I have in this situation,
Mm-hmm.
from for literally years, from the first time when she jumped in my business and asked me to come on her panel, up until now, recently, a few days ago with Mrs. Deb. It's like, at what point does this stop?
Hmm.
At what point do you grow up and say, hey, listen, this lady really isn't into anything. She asked me to stop, let me, you don't sit up in a chair and twist around like you really finna get some good tea on me.
Yeah,
Girl, bye.
that's
Nobody give you tea hotter than me. And that tea was spilled years ago when it happened, and it was left there.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for anybody still have questions about anything, and the fact that she's been in the presence of the other person to this scenario and never asked his ass a goddamn thing. So I'm confused on why she asked, stuff like that. But like I said, I wasn't going to get into all that tonight, but I can and get into a whole lot because I
Mm-hmm.
read up on a whole lot. I mean, don't even worry about it. Monica, I need you to stop mentioning it to me. Just
Same
stop,
here.
you know.
Same here. I agree 100% with your whole life. And again, I thank you for coming up. I can't remember the last time I've been on a panel and I was speaking and not yelling or being talked over. This was a
Right.
pleasure. This was a
I
pleasure.
wanted to do, try something different. Like I said, invite her over for a conversation. She's welcome to come. If not, as long as she gets the message,
Yes, yes.
I'd really appreciate, if you just left me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you pick a fight with somebody and they come out here, you know what I'm saying, doing things what some might call below the, well, then you should have knew how low that person was willing to go before you started. That's just my opinion, knowing your opponent. So I'm asking her in advance to leave me alone because, darling, you don't know how low I am willing to go. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I stand on. The people who know me know I'm really not about that. You know, it's just
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't do it in my personal life. I don't have that energy in my house when I get home. I don't feel like, I don't have all this, all this. I don't like living like that.
Right.
And but yeah, so that's basically all I really had to say tonight.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming up, and I want to thank everybody that came in and bear witness to me attempting to be an adult. Okay, this is an honest attempt, and hopefully my wishes are respected, and I don't have to, or not even have to, feel the need to come back up here and really dissect some things in a manner and only I could do, baby.
Right. Well, it was a pleasure, and I thank you for letting me speak because I feel, woo, I got my words out. But
No problem. No,
thank
no problem.
okay. You have a good night.
You too, darling. Thank you so
Good
much for
night,
coming.
Chad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hmm. Okay, people. Well, the link has been dropped and it obviously works. Lady D came up here, spoke her piece. I really don't have anything further to say here. So I'm not going to linger around. I'm going to end this live. Hopefully my wishes will be respected. If not, when you see me live again or you see a different link on my community wall, please don't text me, don't email me, don't call me, don't nothing, because I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. And I'm going to feel like I was within my right to. So if you're going to talk about me, I will give you something to talk about. This Miss Indy, and I'm out.